Kaela Myles had always lived in the shimmering sprawl of Neo-Viridian, a city floating above a toxic wasteland. Her life seemed orderly. She attended the prestigious Ether Academy, trained in environmental tech, and lived under the careful watch of her single guardian, Dr. Myles. On the surface, Kaela was disciplined, respected, and capable. But beneath the sleek silver skyline, she felt a gnawing emptiness. At night, Kaela would wander the city's lower sectors, past holographic advertisements and drones buzzing like giant metallic insects, searching for remnants of the old world. Her isolation was compounded by her guardian's cold practicality and whispers of past mistakes that Kaela could never fully uncover. Early in her routine, she noticed the subtle oddities. Citizens disappearing without explanation, drones hovering too long over certain alleys, and the way her own neural implants sometimes flickered. Kaela's instincts sharpened. She sensed danger, yet didn't know its shape. She longed for risk, for life outside the pre-programmed schedules. But didn't he realize that the world beyond the city's glittering towers was already pulling her in? During a late-night excursion to a forbidden sector of Neo-Viridian, Kaela stumbled upon Ilias Vey, a rogue hacker with a calm, magnetic presence. He moved like a shadow between the flickering neon lights, scanning the perimeter as if the city itself obeyed him. Ilias offered Kaela an invitation to see the world beyond the floating city, a place untouched by the algorithmic control of the elite. She felt the thrill of danger electrify. This man was unknown, alluring, and possibly lethal. Kaela's first decisions were instinctive. She followed him through narrow corridors littered with scorched metal and abandoned tech, hearts of neon failing intermittently above. Ilias hinted at secrets about her own past, speaking of her mother, who had disappeared years ago under mysterious circumstances. Each revelation was a temptation. Each step forward was a choice between safety and the unknown. Kaela was torn. Her instincts screamed caution, but a deeper yearning to feel truly alive. To touch the forbidden edges of reality propelled her onward. Suspense prickled her senses with every creaking floor panel, every distant echo. The city's surveillance drones buzzed faintly in the distance, reminding her that leaving the known path carried consequences she could not yet measure. Kaela quickly discovered that the world Ilias revealed was as dangerous as it was exhilarating. They infiltrated abandoned stations and corporate research labs, dodging drones and automated defense systems while scavenging old tech capable of disrupting Neo-Viridian's control grids. Kaela's sense of trust oscillated violently. Ilias was protective and charming, yet he withheld critical information, leaving her to second-guess every shadow and echo. Emotional tension mirrored the physical threats. Kaela longed for connection but feared betrayal. Every interaction with Ilias felt electric but precarious. The city's omnipresent AI, the Overseer, began tracing anomalies caused by their excursions. Kaela realized that one mistake could trigger lethal countermeasures. Secondary characters emerged: a rogue mechanic claiming allegiance, an informant who vanished under suspicious circumstances. Each addition complicated her ability to discern friend from foe. Psychological stakes soared. Kaela's memories of her missing mother were manipulated by Ilias in subtle ways, forcing her to confront trauma she had buried. Each day became a delicate balance of planning heists, decoding encrypted messages, and navigating her own instincts against Ilias's shifting motives. Adventure and psychological tension merged, keeping her on edge. As she recognized that the danger was not just external, the greatest threat might be her own judgment. The climax came when Kaela and Ilias reached the heart of the city's core, a towering data hub pulsing with energy and secrets. The Overseer, aware of their presence, deployed lethal defense bots. Sparks flew and metal screeched as Kaela improvised, hacking terminals to open escape routes while dodging the bots' relentless attacks. But Ilias's true motives surfaced. He sought not just freedom from the city's control but also revenge against Kaela's guardian for past betrayals. Betrayal struck like a lightning bolt. Kaela realized she had been manipulated into exposing herself and the few allies she trusted. Panic sharpened her mind. She had to make split-second decisions: save innocents, survive, and confront Ilias. The tension was electric. Every choice life or death, every heartbeat amplified by fear. Kaela confronted him atop the neon spire, the city sprawling below, a glittering labyrinth of control and decay. Using wit and courage, she turned the tables, forcing Ilias to reveal vulnerabilities he had masked behind charm and confidence. Kaela's transformation was complete. No longer naive, she had learned to wield both strategy and emotional resilience against the threats surrounding her. Neo-Viridian was forever altered by Kaela's actions. Portions of the city's AI control network were disrupted, creating zones where citizens reclaimed freedom of choice. Ilias disappeared into the shadows, leaving Kaela to face the emotional fallout of betrayal, loss, and revelation. Allies she had doubted became trusted, and some she had trusted were gone forever. Kaela reflected on her journey while walking along the newly unstable skywalks. Watching the neon lights flicker in rhythms she could now interpret herself. She understood that danger would never fully vanish, but the exhilaration of choice, the empowerment of acting decisively, and the courage she discovered within herself were hers to keep. Unlike the predictable order of her past, the future was ambiguous but alive, shimmering with possibility. The city felt less like a cage and more like a canvas. Kaela had survived, adapted, and grown ready to step into a world where risk, trust, and discovery intertwined endlessly.